G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today, I'm reading an old newspaper report about a Yowie sighting at Parramatta in the 1850s, so we'll get into it. This was published in the Cumberland Mercury on Saturday, the 8th of September, 1883, titled Flotsam. A friend sends me, as a contribution to the Bunyip myth, the following account of his personal experiences. One Saturday morning, many years ago, when I was a very small boy, I was taking a near cut in order to reach the Parramatta Park through the hospital grounds, along a track that led close along the riverbank from Marsden Street to O'Connell Street. I was pursuing my way very silently, for, as the late Dr. Greenup then resided in the hospital college, and I was on forbidden ground. When I had advanced about 10 yards from the fence, which bounds Marsden Street, and had got directly abreast of two clumps of quince trees, which then grew upon the margin of the stream, I heard a sound as of dripping water proceeding from the bushes, and on looking around, I beheld between the two clumps what I then thought was a woman standing in a half-stooping position, with her back towards me and knee-deep in the water. From the head depended long black hair, which descended to the shoulders. But singular to say, the body was also covered with hair of the same colour but shorter, and between the interstices of which, formed by the water flowing downwards, I could see the skin, which was very white. At first, thinking I had observed a female performing her morning ablutions, I stepped back a few paces. But upon reflecting that a human being is not covered all over with hair, I concluded that it was some, to me, unknown animal. Prompted by curiosity, I made a slightly wider detour from the path I had been pursuing, and came again abreast of the quince trees, took another look, and lo, the animal was gone. It could not have departed landwards without my seeing it, and must therefore have disappeared in the stream. I have often thought over the circumstances since, and the only solution I can give to the affair is that it was the mysterious Bunyip I saw. In connection with the above, I may also mention that some few years later, after the above occurrence, I was sitting one evening about sundown on the buttress at the south end of the dam, when I saw something which I can only describe as a round mass of black wool or hair, larger than the head of a Newfoundland dog, emerge from a large clump of rushes, which then grew near the old turnstile which stood midway on the dam. The mass swam very slightly upstream, and although I observed it closely, I could distinguish no features such as eyes, nose, mouth, etc. But this I did notice, that from the long wake left behind, a considerably larger body must have been attached to what was apparently the head. When it had proceeded about 60 yards, I made a noise by clapping my hands together, and on hearing this, the object slightly turned towards me and immediately sank. The end. Now that's really interesting, what this young guy saw when he was a kid. So you're saying it had a long black hair that went from the head to the shoulders, and then the body was also covered with hair of the same colour but shorter. And then he could see the skin, and it was very white because of the water flowing down it. So it must have been like bathing in the river. And He concluded that like it wasn't a human because it was all covered with hair and must have been some unknown animal. It's all really interesting. Okay, that's it for me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.